This is Global Ummah Unity, faith, history, and truth in one voice.
What the media won't tell you about Islam's contribution to humanity? Peace be upon you. What if I told you that many of our modern advancements stem from Islamic civilization? You probably haven't heard this on the news. Why? Because the media rarely shares the full picture. Today, we'll uncover the truth about Islam's contributions. Let's journey back over 1,000 years. While Europe faced the Dark Ages, the Islamic world thrived in a golden age. From the 8th to the 14th century, Muslim civilizations flourished. Cities like Baghdad, Cordoba, and Cairo were centers of learning. Muslims, Jews, and Christians advanced knowledge together. The House of Wisdom in Baghdad emerged as the greatest library. Scholars preserved and expanded upon Greek, Roman, Indian, and Persian works. Now, let's talk about math. The term algebra originates from the Arabic al-Khawar. This was introduced by mathematician al-Khwarizmi. He also introduced the concept of algorithms. Can you imagine? Without these, smartphones wouldn't exist. Muslim mathematicians improved the numeral system we use daily. Next, let's explore Islamic medicine. Doctors like Ibn Sina, known as Avicenna, were pioneers. He wrote the Canon of Medicine, a textbook for 600 years. Muslim hospitals were free, clean, and specialized in various diseases. They compassionately treated both mental and physical illnesses. This approach stemmed from the Islamic belief in preserving life. Muslim scholars also excelled in astronomy. They charted stars accurately for prayers and travel. The words zenith and nadir are Arabic in origin, as are many star names. Ibn al-Haytham, the father of optics, pioneered the scientific method. He proved how vision works long before Europe did. Muslim scientists saw nature as a reflection of God's majesty. Islamic philosophy made profound impacts too. Thinkers like Al-Farabi and Ibn Rushd explored ethics and logic. They influenced Western philosophers like Thomas Aquinas. Islamic law emphasized justice, community rights, and personal dignity. Before the West, Islamic courts upheld innocent until proven guilty. What about women's rights? Islam granted women rights over 1,400 years ago. Muslim women could own property and businesses, unlike their European counterparts. They had the right to education, marriage consent, and inheritance. Aisha, one of the Prophet Muhammad's wives, was a teacher and scholar. Let's address interfaith relations. The Islamic Empire didn't suppress other faiths. Jews, Christians, and others were granted protection and autonomy. In Al-Andalus, Muslims, Jews, and Christians thrived together. This era was a golden chapter often overlooked in history. Now, consider Islamic art and architecture. From the Alhambra to the Blue Mosque, beauty flourished. Calligraphy, geometry, and poetry thrived under Islamic inspiration. The Quran encouraged pursuits of beauty with purpose. But what happened after this golden era? Colonial powers took more than land, they took credit. Muslim achievements vanished from textbooks. The narrative shifted, painting Islam as backward. These lands that once educated Europe were labeled uncivilized. Why does this matter today? Current media often focuses on conflicts and not context. It shows anger but hides the intellectual legacy. With 1.9 billion Muslims reduced to violent headlines, we forget the peaceful contributions to humanity. Islam is not a religion of hate. It has been a light. So what have we learned? Next time someone asks what Islam has contributed, remind them of its vast impact. From science to spirituality, Islam has enriched our world. The real issue isn't Islam, it's the silence surrounding it. Let's break this silence together, because truth spoken with courage builds bridges.
What the media won't tell you about Islam's contribution to humanity. Deeper truths. Have you ever wondered about the hidden truths of Islamic civilization? Many contributions to humanity have been lost or ignored. Today, we'll uncover how Islam shaped the world's moral and intellectual landscape. Islamic civilization emerged with a noble purpose. It aimed to cultivate character and serve humanity. Muslim cities were designed around community, not conquest. Mosques, markets, and schools were central, promoting shared well-being. A cornerstone of this civilization was literacy. The Quran's first word was Iqra, meaning read. Unlike Europe, where literacy was limited, Islamic education was accessible to all. Madrasas taught diverse subjects, fostering a culture of inquiry. Everyone, including the less fortunate, could seek knowledge without restrictions. Around the world, we're discussing environmental ethics. Long before climate change became a buzzword, Islam promoted sustainability. Prophet Muhammad emphasized water conservation and nurturing nature. Engineers developed efficient water systems, balancing resources for future generations. Did you know the Renaissance owes its spark to Islamic scholars? Thinkers like Ibn Rushd and Ibn Sina influenced European thought. Their works, unfortunately, were often stripped of their Islamic origins. This hidden history raises questions about what we learn in schools. During Europe's Dark Ages, Muslims preserved knowledge. While inquisitions burned books, Muslim scholars translated and debated freely. Even persecuted scholars from different backgrounds found refuge. Islam encouraged questions, fostering a thirst for learning. Trade in the Islamic world wasn't just about goods. Merchants upheld ethical principles, blending faith with business. In Southeast Asia, Islam spread through respect and integrity. Imagine global trade today embracing these values. Colonial narratives aimed to erase Islamic dignity. Invaders portrayed Muslim cultures negatively while stealing their heritage. Proud scholars became marginalized, leading to a loss of identity. Even now, many know less about their own history compared to Western figures. Islamophobia has become a political weapon today. It fuels conflicts and justifies surveillance measures. This stigma is profitable for some, yet its consequences are grave. Families are torn apart, and hate crimes rise globally. Despite adversity, Muslims show immense resilience. They innovate, build, and teach regardless of circumstances. This patience and strength is a profound contribution to humanity. The Prophet's wisdom about self-control resonates today. The West needs to recognize Islam's positive influence. It requires the ethics, balance, and compassion found in Islamic teachings. Let's listen to voices of wisdom in the Muslim community. Together, we can acknowledge the true contributions of Islam to humanity. Understanding leads to appreciation and connection. Share this knowledge and transform narratives for a better future.
Thanks so much for watching this video on Global Ummah Unity. If you learned something new today, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep uncovering the untold stories of the Islamic world. Together, see you in the next one, inshallah.